All right, thanks everyone for coming out. We're Meta. I just wanted to start this off with a quick question. How many of you have seen a desktop like this? One sec.
Nope.
Suspense. Like this. Raise your hands. Okay, this is a super common problem. The average employee wastes over 4 hours a week searching for and then recreating lost files. Why is this such a huge problem? It's 2015 and we're using filing cabinet technology to organize the files in our computers. Files within folders, nested in more folders. To access a file, I need to remember the exact folder structure to be able to get to that file, or I have to remember exact contents from the document. This problem is exploding now that we have our files stored across dozens of cloud platforms, like cloud storage services, devices, and computers. So with Meta, you never have to remember where you saved a file. You have to remember what you named it. We like to access any file instantly, wherever it is. We do this using two core technologies. One is smart tagging, the other is unified search. So tagging, just to give a quick overview, is really the process of applying labels to information. And we don't know much about this file, but once I give it some tags, I have a much better idea of what's going on. I have a much better summary. A file can only be in one folder, but it can have multiple tags, and I can access that file via any of these tags in any order. So tagging is great, but the average American has over 2,000 files, and tagging every single one of them manually, one by one, is just not practical, and no one really feels like doing that, as they shouldn't. So we developed smart tagging technology, which essentially looks at the content of a document, determines the meaning of that document, and then it automatically applies tags for you to the document. So let's just see this in action. Here's a military history paper that I wrote back in college. These are sentences and concepts related to strategy, so Meta will apply the strategy tag. These are sentences and concepts related to war, so Meta will apply the war tag, and so on and so forth. And at the end of the process, we have 4 meaningful tags that relate to this document that make it easier to find and give you a much better overview of what's going on. This is just simple examples, so we only put up 4, but Meta does this with creates hundreds of tags for each file, giving you a lot more access points to every file. The other sort of core technology that we've been working on is unified search, where we hook into your Google Drive, your Dropbox, your Box, Evernote, all your external cloud services, so that you can search across all of them as if you were searching in one place. So you have a list of results, and results are coming out from Dropbox, from your local machine, from your phone, from any place you have, and they're ranked for you according to your search, the way they should be. So we'll show a demo right now, show you what it's about. But in the meantime, just want to let you know that ask the question, what would you do with 4 extra hours a week? And you can tweet at Unified Search with the hashtag 4 extra hours, and you can win this really great mug filled with candy. So do that if you'd like. And so here's the demo. It's coming. So really, instead of searching, no, it's just the videos. It's got to load. Okay, here we go. All right, nice. So instead of searching on, did that start at the beginning? No, whatever. Instead of searching on your Finder or your Spotlight, you come in here and a little bit breaking. Go. 1 second. So you can go to, our website is www.meta.sc. The SC stands for Seychelles. We weren't able to get the .com, but we're working on that. It's coming. And yeah, so this is, I don't know why this video is. Here, let's just go with it. All right, so at the top, right now we're doing a search, file search. At the top, you have your search bar, as you would search in anything, Google, any search. Right beneath it, you have the file results. Each result is tagged with conceptual labels that help you find things. Over on the right, you've got some file information about that file, which helps you, you're going to have a preview as well. And then over on the left-hand side, you have dynamically updating smart tag suggestions that help guide your search. And those are related directly to the existing queries. So I can open up this file. This is the statistic that I was telling you about earlier, 4 hours a week from the International Data Corporation. So I just open this on Dropbox just as any other file. and we're good to go. So now we'll do another search. I'll search for the pitch deck that I used tonight. And again, these search results are ranked for you personally, so the top results will always be the best ones. And then we open this. We're opening this right on my local desktop. I can go from searching for that file to accessing it to editing it in just less than a second, essentially. And I can edit it, do whatever I want to, come out of it, and any changes will be saved, obviously, because it's on your local machine. And now this is was at David Allen conference, getting things done. So we'll search for some notes that I took at that conference, and here we go. So now we'll open this file up. This is on Google Drive. So I've just opened a file from Dropbox, Google Drive, and my local machine, all in a matter of seconds, and I can edit them all. And really anywhere, the goal of Meta and what we provide is the ability to go from thinking of a file to accessing it in basically instantly every single time. So you're not digging around in folders, you're not searching a whole bunch of different places, and you can find your stuff finally.
All right, take a couple questions.
Yeah, take a couple questions.
Our last presentation up there.
So it looks like you will search text files. You know, I use clipping tools like stacks. So what it looked, and I never know what it looks like, or if I actually did.
What type of file does that result in?
Oh, it's a snag.
Snag file? So I mean, if it's machine readable, if there is a selectable text in that document, we will process it. If it's just a screenshot, we try and OCR that, but obviously if we can't OCR it, then we can't smart tag it, but you can still search for it. Still search using the name and like any metadata associated with that file.
But it's primarily, is this an application for desktops?
So photos are next. Photos is sort of the next frontier, and we're doing a lot of cool things, but they're still in serious alpha to tag photos, but that's coming.
So, where do your tags currently originate from?
Well, in what sense? Where are they generated, or how are they generated?
Because people aren't tagging the files themselves, right?
No, you're not tagging them manually. They're automatically generated by our cloud backend.
I mean, like, how do you know what's a strong tag and what's not a strong?
So we could be here all night talking about that, but that's what we try. We try and abstract away all that noise and give you just a very simple experience. But what we do is, at the highest level, we create a concept web of all the different concepts that could be related to your documents, and then for each document, we run it through that and say this is most related to these things. And that concept web is adaptable. So if you add tags to your files moving forward, we'll learn from that and apply those in the future. And if you don't like certain tags, they won't show up if you delete them.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much.